Good morning, YouTube. Today is Saturday, October the 9th. We are 2 weeks out from my show. Last you saw, I just competed last night and I placed second in my two categories. So pretty happy with that. And yeah, I am just chilling. It was a really fun day. I had no expectations. I wanted to get my jitters out, get some feedback, and I got those things. And not only that, but I ended up qualifying for nationals next year. So huge win. And then I went out for dinner. Dinner was pretty good. So I ate a few things. I had a cookie these are Kai Kai cookies. They're like big stuffed cookies. So I had that in the car. I shared it, so I didn't eat the whole thing. That was really good. Then I went to Denny's and I got pumpkin pecan pancakes because I love everything pumpkin. So I had my eye on these pancakes for a few weeks and I was so worried that they would pull them from their menu because fall is nearly over. I thought they'd take them off the menu November 1st. And I'm like, my show was the 8th. I really want to try these pancakes. So I got those. They were my appetizer going to dinner. They were very good. And then I went to Kelsey's and got a few different things. To be 100% honest, it was underwhelming. I didn't really like dinner. I wish I went somewhere else, but you really don't know when the show is going to be done. So last year when I competed, I did a show and I didn't get off stage until like 11 at night, and I didn't do my research to see what would be open. And we ended up just going to Wendy's, which was like a very lackluster post-celebration dinner. So this time I just did research to see what was open late. Kelsey's was one of the places that was open till midnight. So I'm like, I'll go to Kelsey's. I checked their menu. I already picked what I wanted, but I was just like, disappointed. The burger, I got like this, it's called like a barbecue bourbon burger, and it had bacon. The bacon wasn't even cooked. We had to send it back because it was like not cooked. That was gross. And then I ordered, but at that point I was really full. I did order dessert. I got this like ice cream sandwich cookie. The scoop of ice cream was like ridiculous. There's no way that would be an ice cream sandwich, but I didn't complain. I was already full. I barely ate it. Like I just took a couple bites and I'm like, my stomach is definitely not able to handle this food. And it makes me wonder if the kitchen didn't like that we sent our raw bacon back, that they gave us such a crappy amount of ice cream, but meh, whatever. So came home, I guess just the excitement of everything. I didn't go to bed till like 1 a.m. I just was getting caught up on Instagram. I posted a whole bunch of stuff yesterday as I was quiet for a couple of days because I didn't want people to know I was doing the show. And then after I won, I announced it and hashtag I did a thing. And then I just was posting a lot about the show and just, yeah, messaging people that were messaging me, and went to bed at 1, had a pretty good sleep. I woke up at 7 and kind of was like, didn't really feel like sleeping anymore, but I just laid in bed, played on my phone. Then I fell back asleep and I slept till like 9:40. So one thing, my eye, I don't know if you can see, but that issue is back. So it's red and it's like discharging. I had to, I have the cream from the pink eye. I had to go back I stopped taking it to get my lashes, and now it's back. So I'm going to go back to the pharmacy today and see if I can get drops instead of the cream. The cream is not fun because when I put it in my eye, I can't see anything. So, and I spent a lot on these lashes. I don't want to like ruin these lashes. And these lashes are supposed to last for 2 weeks so I can get a fill for my next show as opposed to a brand new set. So yeah, we shall see. But yeah, it's like 12:30 and I haven't eaten anything today because I was not hungry from what I ate yesterday. I need to eat because Justin gave me a good amount of food today, still trying to like refuel my body to get back before we start cutting again for the remainder of this prep. So I do have my oats over here. It's a larger portion, 50 grams. And then he told me with blueberries, but he gave me my meal plan pretty late and I didn't have blueberries. So these are cranberries, which used to be what I was eating before Justin took over my meal plan. So I have my oats with cranberries, protein powder, and then most of the day, sadly, it's egg whites, rice, and green beans, but a higher portion of rice. If I'm going to be honest, and Justin doesn't watch my YouTube, I might eat something different today. Still keep it on the cleaner side. I'm just so sick of rice and egg whites. I am thinking I'm just going to do a steak and sweet potato, like homemade sweet potato fries in the air fryer. So I think the point of today is just to get in more protein and carbs before we start cutting. And I know for a fact, seeing how it's 12:30 and I haven't eaten, I'm not going to eat all the food he wants me to eat. So I think I might just go that route. And then tomorrow we start a more aggressive diet for the remainder of the 2 weeks. So yesterday morning, when I weighed myself, I was 129. So that was my show day weight. And looking back, I would say my best look to date was a week ago when I checked in at my mom and dad's and I was 133 and my glutes looked full. I had good tie-ins. And I think like pushing really hard this last week with my peak week and dropping that weight, I think I lost shape in my back pose because that was always like my strength. And one of the judges said like my glutes were kind of on the smaller side, which I've never received that before. So talking to Justin, I think we're going to try to approach this peak week differently, which was what we wanted to get the feedback and be better for the next show. So I think we're going to try to come in a bit heavier for the next show, still be conditioned, but have more fullness and aim for like 131 to 134, I guess, for a stage weight. Because in all honesty, I didn't lose because I wasn't conditioned. I was very conditioned. The girl who beat me was softer, but I guess she had better glutes. So I think they're prioritizing glutes over conditioning, and the conditioning's there. I just want to make sure my glutes are up to par. So we'll probably approach this peak week a bit differently and get the feedback, and hopefully my goal will be achieved and I will qualify again for another national show next year. But anyways, I'm at home. I'm about to eat this meal. I do want to go to the gym today and put all that food to use, fuel my body, and get in a good lower body session. Come back, clean my house, do some meal planning. And yeah, that's kind of the day. So I'm going to eat and I'll catch you on the next one. Good morning, YouTube. Today is Monday, November the 11th, and I am on my way to school. So I didn't really film as much of my weekend as I thought I would have. I was able to get to the gym both Saturday and Sunday and train a little bit. My Saturday workout was like, meh. I wasn't overly feeling it, probably because I was tired from the show the day prior, a bit sluggish from some extra food, but I still got a decent glute pump and I felt it. And then yesterday I trained back, and this weekend was just kind of a bit of a rest and recover, get some stuff done around my house, and yeah, back into the swing of things. So seeing how it's the 11th, I think I'm like 11, 12 days out from my show. which is exciting. Back to work, back to the normal grind. So I woke up, I got in my hour of cardio. I have a really bad blister on my left heel. It's like this big, like about almost an inch. I took a photo. It hurts. So I like taped it up with multiple bandages. I put on 3 pairs of socks to try to do my cardio. And as I'm doing my cardio, I was stepping on that leg more with my toe than my full foot. And then it's kind of hurting my other hip. So gonna have to watch that. I do want to be on top of cardio this week. I don't necessarily need it because like I'm pretty much where I need to be for my stage look. But this is the week to do the cardio because next week I really want to pull it back. Taking what I learned from my last show on the weekend, I want to come in with a different look and I want to be rested. And for me, I do hold on to inflammation from cardio. So if I just peak week kind of pull back on the cardio a lot and sleep in, I think my body will respond really well. And I don't mind to work hard. So I would ideally like to push that hour of cardio every day from now until next Sunday. So for a whole week and then pull it back. But this blister really freaking sucks, but whatever. I'm gonna work through it. It is what it is. Other updates. So 2 days of eating off plan, which I thoroughly enjoyed. My body definitely needed it. Last night, look at my back shot. Like my glutes and hammies look amazing. Amazing. This is the fullness I wish I had on Friday on show day. And, you know, it's a regional show. They're not really rewarding conditioning because I would look like reflecting more on the show. A couple competitors who were actually pretty conditioned, I beat them. So they got even lower than I did. And then the girls that ended up winning seemed to be a bit softer. So I don't think they're really pushing conditioning as like a top priority at a regional show. But I know like glute fullness and hamstrings is like, it's bikini. That is a huge focus. And at a slightly heavier weight, I have that. So I think like Justin and I kind of said the game plan is to come in around 131 to 133. So as reference, show day weight, I woke up at 129. So I was pretty lean. And 2 days eating off my plan and enjoying food. Like I didn't binge and overdo it, but yeah, I have a good appetite and I enjoyed some food and my body definitely needed it. Yesterday morning, I was up to 136. Today, I'm back to 134, 1 day on my plan. So yeah, I'm not worried at all because I'm not fighting conditioning at this point. It's just more so maintaining shape. And, you know, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. I've worked really hard for, I don't know how many weeks now, like 17 and a half weeks. And I just have 1.5 left. So one final push, really hoping to get that natural pro qualifier qualification so I can do 2 national shows next year. So anyways, that's my little spiel. I am off to work. Should be a busy day. After work, I have a physio appointment. Then I'm going to train glutes and hammies. I did kind of come up with a tentative training plan for the remainder of this prep, and I have 5 glute and hammy days, so I got to make each and every one of them count. And then come home with my kids, posing. I did pose with Tiffany yesterday, so we did some tweaks to my posing. Really got to work on posing because that's a big takeaway from this show is like posing needs to be improved. My physique is there. We know what we need to bring for the next show for my physique, but posing. So yeah, so that's kind of an overview. I will try to film. I don't know, I might try to film at the gym. If I do, you'll see some clips, but that's just a little spiel of how we're doing today and how we're feeling, and I'll catch you in the next one. Good morning, YouTube. Today is Tuesday, November the 12th, and I'm on my way to work. So yesterday I had a great day. I had a good session at the gym. I filmed 2 exercises for you. I wanted to film more, but the gym was just a bit busy, but no big deal. I got in 6 really good glute hamstring exercises, felt it, feel really good. Came home, I got home in a good time, so I made cornbread for my kids, which is their favorite. Anyone else that's a mom gets this, and I think all kids are the same. My kids are so different. So I made the recipe of cornbread from last week, and my son said it was too sweet. So I reduced the sugar for yesterday. He loves it, but now my daughter doesn't like it. So I may make a new cornbread today just for my daughter with a little extra sugar. I guess she's like me and she's sweet. So yeah, that was yesterday. Oh, and then I had posing, like just on my own in the living room. Guys, I'm up a few pounds from stage, and I love my physique right now. Love it. I love this full look. And my back pose, those glutes and hammies are popping. I am not even pushing. I'm literally just standing there and like tilting my hips a little bit so my glutes are in the air. That's it. I'm not stretching at all. And I got these incredible lines. So yeah. And again, chatting with Justin, we're both on the same page that we're going to come in fuller. Most likely around 132 for the next competition, where I was 129 on Friday. So yeah, trial and error. And you know what, like reflecting on it, I think a big part of it was me, because I am very stubborn, and I'm getting in my head, and I wanted to be as lean as possible for stage, and I kept getting excited when the scale kept dropping and dropping and dropping last week. And we came in the leanest I've ever came, ever. Like last year I was around 132 and we came in 129. So I was very lean, but I compromised my glutes and hammies, and I just didn't look my absolute best. Where now that I've put on a little bit of weight post-show by eating some foods and just, you know, getting back in it, I look so good. So yeah, I'm excited because we're going to come in with a totally different look for this next show and see how it's rewarded. Yeah, we shall see. And you know what? This is a totally different like ball game than nationals next year. Like the look for nationals, you definitely need to come in condition for nationals, but a regional show, I think they prefer a softer, fuller look. So we're going to try that in a couple, well, not a couple weeks. Oh my gosh, like 10 days, which is crazy. But the other thing, like just in my morning cardio and just reflecting, I really am excited for this off season, and I'm not excited to like binge and eat garbage. I feel very motivated and excited. Last year when I competed, I did 2 shows, and my second show I was disappointed with how it went. Not so much like my placing, but I was disappointed with the result because I had worked so hard, and I felt like it wasn't recognized the way it should have been, and I had higher expectations, I guess, and that was on me. Where this year, I did that open show on Friday, 0 expectations. I just wanted to get feedback, get my jitters out. I got all of that stuff. Jess and I learned a lot about my body to better this coming peak week, but also I got qualified for nationals, which was the goal. I want to do nationals next year, and regardless of what happens in 10 days, I'm going to nationals. I really hope I can still qualify for natural nationals and hit up 2 national shows next year. But no matter what, I am going to nationals October next year. No one can take that from me. So I have a more positive mindset now as I'm approaching my off season than I did last year. And I really want to just hone in on that and just be as productive and focused on that goal of nationals and being competitive at nationals. So, you know, the off season, right after show, it's so easy to fall in the trap of like, oh, I'm done. I can eat what I want. And all the temptation is there with food and this and that. And we're getting close to the holidays. That will be there too. I really want to not go down the path that I had in the past where I just like eat what I want and I just don't care because there's no goal. Now I have a goal, and that's nationals and doing my very best. And yeah, it's in 11 months-ish, 10 and a half months. Doesn't matter. Like, this is the time to make progress. And actually, the first 5 to 6 weeks post-show is when you can really make the biggest impact on your physique. When your food starts to go up and your body just absorbs everything like a sponge and push your training. So yeah, I just was reflecting on that, and I'm like, I'm really in a good headspace, and I'm excited for what is to come. I'm gonna push and give it my all the next 10 days for my last show of this year. However, pushing and giving my all isn't necessarily like grinding and seeing the scale drop. It's like making sure my physique is where it needs to be. And I would say probably for me, the biggest push and focus that I can give, other than staying disciplined to my plan, which is inevitable, is my posing. Like, just really, really give my posing my all so that I can showcase my best and then just see and hopefully get a second qualification for nationals. But yeah, that was just a little reflection. Oh, the other thing, so that blister on my heel, I came up with a solution that I think works. I put cotton balls in my sock and put on a second pair of socks and my shoes, and I did my cardio today and it didn't hurt. So win. And yeah, the time is ticking. I have 5 more days of hour-long cardio sessions, and then next week I'm going to just scale it back, probably just half-hour sessions up until like Thursday, and then totally come off the gas pedal. But that is how things are, and today I'm off to work. Then I'm gonna crush shoulders, my favorite workout, have some meal planning. I got the next 3 days of meals to make, and maybe make cornbread for my daughter, and then of course posing. But that is a kind of an overview of my mindset and the plan for the day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back. Today is Friday, November the 15th. I am 1 week post show and 1 week out as of tomorrow. So I am just on my way to work now. The last few days were kind of busy, got a lot accomplished, and today I have hopefully a good day. So yesterday I had parent-teacher interviews, as I am a teacher. So I had to stay at work until 7 p.m. last night. Came home, did some meal planning. I did posing. Here's how I'm looking, which, by the way, really, really happy. Justin's really happy. My tie-ins are clearly visible. I'm not even pushing. They're just there. All of my muscles look full. I don't look depleted or stringy. So at this point, we're pretty much just coasting to the show. The other thing I did today is I am trying to get rid of this competition tan. So I have a show in a week. I need to get tanned again. I can't apply the new tan on top of this existing tan. My existing tan is peeling in certain places, and if I apply the next layers of tan on top, it won't look even. So over the last week, I have been trying to exfoliate and scraping it to the point that like my wrist was a bit pink. It's not working. So I bought this product from Amazon and I applied it on like a mousse. I let it sit for like 5-10 minutes and then I showered. In the shower, I had like a face cloth and I kind of had to rub a bit. It did help, but I need a couple more applications, especially in certain places where the tan's a bit thicker, like my feet. But yeah, it's gonna come off because I need it to be on. So that's also what was up this morning. And yeah, so the plan for today, as I stayed late at school yesterday with parent-teacher interviews, I have more interviews today, but I'm allowed to leave midway through the day. Teachers are only allowed to leave midway through the day if they stayed last night. So because I worked those extra hours last night, I am done earlier today. Then I have a day of pampering, I guess, and getting ready for the show. So I'm gonna go get my nails done. I have an idea for something a bit different, so I'll show you that. So I'm gonna get my fingernails done. Then I have a massage, which I'm looking forward to, followed by a facial, which truth be told, I've never had a facial. However, this is not costing me any money, and I'm like, you know what? Refresh my face before show, why not do it? So I'm gonna get that. And as the facial is in more of a built-up area with a lot of stores, I'm planning to hit up a local supplement store and look for some delicious protein bars for post-show. So again, I live somewhere rural. There is no supplement stores up here. Most of what I buy, I just buy online. And post-show is kind of, you want to enjoy some food post-show, but I still want to keep it relatively clean, and I want to make sure I'm getting in sufficient protein. So instead of going for like chocolate bars, candy bars, and all of that kind of stuff, I thought it'd be fun to like try some new protein bars. And I don't want to buy like a whole pack, which is what you'd probably buy online, but I know supplement stores will sell individual protein bars. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the place and day my facial is like 5 minutes to a supplement store. So hit up the supplement store and look to see which interesting protein bars may appeal to me. And obviously I'm not eating all the protein bars in a day or so. Like, this will be spread out over the coming weeks as I will be in my off season, but just something fun to maybe do today. But yeah, so that's the plan. Go to work for a bit, have some parent-teacher interviews, get my nails, have a massage, have a facial. Oh, in between those two, I'm dropping my kids off. Then the facial and check out protein bars. Oh, and I'm coming home and having my glorious Friday night bath. This may be the last bath of this prep, as peak week starts tomorrow. So I am going to end my vlog here. I will put in some little clips of my day, but that is enough of me talking. And thank you for watching thus far. At 2 weeks out, it's going to be peak week as of tomorrow, and I am really excited to hit up one last show of the season, see what may be in the cards for me, and then I'm really excited to enter my off season and train with intensity and purpose and bring my best next year for nationals. So thank you for following, and I will catch you at peak week next vlog. Thank you.